Hey, Buff Nation, voice of the bus, Mark Johnson here. Fall camp underway for the Buffaloes, getting ready for that Georgia Tech opener on August 29th. We're talking running backs today, and one of the newest coaches, Marshall Faulk, joining us for a few minutes. All right, your first camp here in Colorado. How's that been for you?
It's been good. The weather's been great.
Yes. Yep. Not hot.
Not too hot. Not too hot. But I'm gonna call it perfect football hot is what it's been.
All right. Why coach when you're a guy like you, as accomplished as you are? You've got the gold jacket. Why get into coaching?
You know what? I asked myself that at first.
Is that right?
And I'll say this. Coach Prime is one of those guys who have vision. And he'd been around me a long time, listened to me talk football, and he's been coaching. And I remember his Truth League days, as he raised that up, and then he went to Jackson State, and he would always, ask me, hey, what do you want to do? Why don't you come around? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? And he said, Marshall, you make a darn good coach. And so you start to listen to people. It's like sure. he's one of the guys that, throughout my career we've always talked, and especially after I was done, we worked together. And he'd been saying you need to get around coaching. You need to be around coaching. And then finally, some things happened in my life as far as like my kids growing up, and now me being gone isn't a big deal. They're older. They can accept it. When he asked me, I was like, I didn't have my number one excuse, which was them. And so I had to give it a shot. And now being in the room with the opportunity to not just help the kids with what they can do on the field, but off the field, it's been amazing. It really has. I have a good group of guys who understand the concept of team.
I once heard Barry Bonds talk about how tough it is to coach for great athletes, because you don't understand why they don't see what you saw. Have you found that?
I have. Yeah. I have. And here's the thing. Before I took the job, some of my mentors, some of the people that I respect in the game, some of the guys who coached me in the game, and then one guy in particular who coached me, Wilbur Montgomery. Yeah. And Wilbur played the game at a high level, but he was able to be a really good coach as well. The sentiment that they all said, even Tony Dungy, coach them to their talent. Don't coach to yours. And so I then had to invest in watching them, seeing what they were good at, understand what they struggled with, and making sure that whatever they were having issues with it, understand that it's their issue. It's not your issue. So because it might not even be an issue for me, but it is for them. So how do I fix it? How do I couch it for them to where they get it? And then having standards for the group, and then making sure that I treat them like individuals as well.
When I talk with the offensive staff, mainly the offensive coordinator, Pat Shermer, this coming into the season, he's like, we are going to run the ball, okay? You've got a nice-looking group of running backs. We've already talked with them. Talk a little bit about that room that you have.
Yeah, great room. Not good, but great room, like these kids. And here's the thing. I told them, I said, listen, one of you guys can pop out and become something, but not without each other. Hayden's a kid he's just a hard worker. He wants to people please, and he wants to get stuff done. And now I want him to be a little selfish. I want him to have a little grittiness about him out on the field, and he's adapting to that and learning the nuances and how I want him to look at the game. Micah kid is talented. He's only had an issue with health here. That's been his thing. And what I did was I watched his tape. I went back and watched his high school tape, and I was like, you're too big. Literally, I told him, I said, you got to lose weight to get back. And when you're a little back, you come in, they tell you you're too small. Right. And what he did, he took that to heart and put on like 17 pounds. So we had him lose weight, and now he's having fun. He's able to do all the things that he once was able to do. And he's going to help because he can do it all. He's the guy that we can move around and do a little bit of everything with. And then we got DT. He comes in just an aspect that they didn't have last year, and he brings a level of professionalism to the room and the hunger, because he wasn't at a Power 4 school. It's like, hey, you guys don't know how good you have it, and letting them know how good they have it. Sometimes they need to hear that. And Simeon is just he's the big back that moves like a little back, literally in practice. Hurdled a guy today.
That's right.
So it's like in their diversity, and here's what I want you to know: their willingness to work together, their willingness to. I'm like, whoever's in there, we're still in there. Like, you have to root for them the way you want to be rooted for, and you want them to do well because it helped. And then you get to Titus and Christian, who and I'm serious about it. I told Coach Prime, I said, I'm going to give y'all reps. We're going to play the best guys. Like, if you go out there and you ball out, we're playing you. Like, that's it. That's all. We're not playing a star. We're not playing I don't care about all that. We're playing the guys who practice the way that they're going to play.
You know, when you're a running back, you've got to have, obviously, the physical tools, right? You got to have quickness, you got to be able to cut, those kind of things. What's the intangible nobody ever thinks about? You have to be a great running back.
For me, it's intelligence.
Okay.
I told my guys, I'm like, I don't know who you played for and how you played, but we're going to be the smartest people on the field. Like we are going to think the game better. We're going to make smart decisions. We're going to be the glue as to why this thing goes. That's the only way I know the position. I don't know it any other way.
Coach Prime was gone all summer long. Mm-hmm. Everyone was worrying about him. Yeah. He's back. He's on fire like he always is. You've known him for such a long time. Why did he become great?
It wasn't like a destined thing. Like, he understood that the talents that he was given and the positions that he's been put in, that it's a calling, more of a say. And as they see the chains and they hear the statements that he make, everything that he does, it's for other people. You know, it's like it's always, he's one of the guys who's always lifting people up. If you listen to it, you think he's talking about himself, but he's always lifting people up.
There's a purpose there, isn't there?
Always. Like he does things. He does things on purpose and with purpose. Mm-hmm. And nothing gets done without a purpose when you're dealing with him. Like every conversation, like I think about all the conversations that we had leading up to him asking me to come coach. Mm-hmm. It was on purpose and with purpose.
Lastly here, just for kind of fun, we got 3 gold jackets here. Mm-hmm. In all those battles you guys had on the field, who got the better of who? You, Sap, Prime? Who got the better of who over the course of your careers?
I think I beat Sap more. I played Dion twice, and I think we split.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be asking Sap that same question.
You can. He'll tell you. He'll tell you. He and I, listen, man. We was we literally we had some just outright battles, and Sap will tell you. As much as he was a guy that you try to run away from, when the time came, like, I was like, you're going to get your licks, but you're going to feel me. Like, you're going to feel me.
Awesome. Coach, good luck this season.
Thank you.
All right, Coach Marshall Faulk, running back coach for the Buffaloes as they get set for that August 29th game against Georgia Tech.